So that means that's why you have to always keep that network architecture diagram in your mind. So deployment method, inline method, this is also called a promiscuous mode. Coming to what are the vendors are available in the market? Who are all the vendors? So right now, number one is OpenDNS from Cisco. So it's umbrella. This is also called Cisco umbrella. Cisco umbrella. So next one is Zscaler. Right now it is becoming very popular. So 2 to 3 years back, we have WebSense, Blue Coat, even Citrix also, Akamai. So these are a couple of tools are available. So not once upon a time, just 4 years back, number one tool in the market of the proxy is Blue Coat proxy. Blue Coat is number one. So after that, once this particular OpenDNS is entering into the market, Citrix is entering into the market, completely their market capture is reduced because it's a very user friendly, cost point of view also it's very minimal. So right now OpenDNS, OpenDNS, Zscaler. So these two tools are widely usable proxy all over the worldwide. Even Blue Coat also, but that particular market capture is reduced. Okay. So these are a couple of tools are available in the vendor side. Coming to how to integrate proxy logs to SIM tool. How can we integrate firewall logs to SIM tool? How can we integrate firewall logs to SIM tool? Which method?
Yeah, syslog server method.
Syslog server method, that's correct. It's an entire question. How to integrate proxy logs to SIM tool? Same thing. Syslog server method. Almost all the network related logs, we will use syslog server method only. Load balancer, proxy, network IDS, network IPS, firewall, all these things we will use syslog server method. What about SOFO CDR tool?
API method.
API token management method. That's right. What about domain controller? Domain controller logs, how can we integrate? I told you already. At the time, brute force attack. Collector agent method. So now we have seen 3 different types of integration methods to SIM tool. One is collector agent method. Collector agent meaning here. So vendor will provide the software agent. That software agent we have to install on the server level. SIM tool like a SOFO CDR we discussed, agent based. So that is one thing. Second thing is we have syslog server method. Third method we discussed API token management method. So far we discussed 3 methods.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yes, please.
Actually, server to server logs are integrated by collector agent method, right, sir?
That's what I told you.
And syslog server, syslog also server, right? Syslog also server logs, sir.
Syslog server configuration. Syslog is one of the configuration. Syslog server method is means it's not a server, it's a configuration method name.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, it is available under the every network device. So example firewall, proxy, network IDS, network IPS, load balancers. So even couple of on-premise EDR tools like a McAfee, EPO, Trend Micro, even Symantec, on-premise tools, it will support syslog. From past 7 years or past 5 years, everywhere cloud. So prior to 5 years back, so almost 90% of the log integration methods is syslog only. Whenever this cloud came into the market or came into picture, that time we are using mostly API token management method because most of our tools SaaS based applications. SaaS based meaning a software as a service. So Sophos EDR tool also SaaS based application. In the similar way, ServiceNow, ProPoint, Office 365, Outlook, all these are SaaS based applications that we can discuss in future. Don't worry. So far we discussed log integration methods are syslog. Second one is collector agent. Third one is API token management. This one we can discuss once again in future under the log collection method or log integration methods in SIM tool. So now, what are the information we have to provide here, guys? Anyone? What we have to configure here?
Proxy IP, proxy IP, sir.
Log into proxy server, then go to syslog option, then specify the SM tool name. Next one,
Name, IP address,
SM tool IP address,
port number,
port number,
Protocol.
protocol,
Data format type.
log format.
yeah, protocol, port
Syslog
number, sorry, port number,
Protocol.
protocol. Next one is log format. So example syslog is one of the format is there, and protocol is a TCP.
Port number.
Port number, what is the port number?
514.
514. SM tool IP address example 10.10.10.1. SM tool name. SM tool name.
IBM QRadar.
Yeah, example is IBM QRadar, but whatever tool we are using in our organization level, so that we have to specify. So that may be IBM QRadar or Splunk or Exabeam, whatever it may be. So whatever tool we are using, we have to specify that name. So example IBM QRadar. Example purpose I given IBM QRadar or Exabeam or Splunk or RSA or McAfee. So these are some of the couple of SM tool names. So this is the way how to integrate. So now couple of use cases we can discuss. One of the server got compromised and keep on it's communicating to the command and control server. Otherwise, one of the phishing email came via URL link. In that scenario, what are the logs we will identify? Which log sources are our main log sources? One of the phishing email came via malicious URL link.
SMTP.
What are the possible log sources? SMTP server, one thing. Second thing. Next one. Next one. One is SMTP server. You are right. I'm repeating once again the question. One of the server, not server, one of the end user machine or one of the employee that was spear phishing or whaling came via malicious URL link. What are the possible log sources? URL link means what?
Email.
SMTP sir, email sir.
SMTP server is one of the log source.
Phishing
Other log
smile.
sources are
Phishing mails.
phishing mail. Phishing email only I'm asking. I'm repeating once again. So one of the scenario example, this already discussed, right? So one of the
End user.
Otherwise end user is receiving email as a malicious URL link. So what are the possible log sources in this scenario? One is you said you were right, SMTP server log sources. We have to integrate. Second one,
Email security solutions.
email security solution, excellent.
Firewall.
Firewall, sir.
Firewall,
Proxy.
yes, proxy. Main thing is
Yes.
first thing is proxy. We have to say first thing when the URL means what application, guys? What is proxy definition? It will act as a gateway or bridge between user and application.
User and application or server.
Yeah, URL is nothing but website or application only. I thought you will say proxy. So in this scenario, first thing is proxy. We have to give number one priority proxy. So last one you can give this one, SMTP or other email security solutions. So first priority one is a proxy. URL related logs we will see in the proxy, even firewall also. Now we have to go on, we have to see whether user is clicked on that particular URL link or not. What is the action under the proxy? And what is the action under firewall? So email security and SMTP server will say only who are all the users are received. But whether these tools will say whether user is clicked on or not, no. User is clicked on or not will be defined by only proxy and firewall. Okay, so I will provide here also. So proxy and firewall it will define. So whether user is clicked on the URL link or not, and what is the action it is defined if it is clicked on, and SMTP server and these two it will define who are all the users are received that email. Okay, so this is the way how we can identify. That's why what is the function of each and every tool, it's very important. So if you are understanding that concept, then we can go and we can define. So what are log sources? From which log sources we can go and we can analyze. What about malware, guys? Malware.
Antivirus EDR logs,
Yeah, antivirus EDR logs.
NGFW logs,
NGFW logs.
Generation firewall.
Yes, next one.
malware integration tools,
File.
Malware analysis tool.
Analysis
That's right.
tools.
Yes, right. What about brute force attack? Brute force attack, what are the main log source? This already we discussed.
activity logs,
Password
and
change.
domain controller logs.
False positive request.
Active directory and domain controller, that's correct. Brute force attack, meaning here attacker will try to use a trial and error method. Yeah. So in that scenario, authentication will go to DC, domain control. What is domain control definition? Centralized authentication authorization server. Yeah. So brute force attack side is DC logs. We have to integrate in such a way. For every attack, you have to identify what are the possible log sources, logs we have to analyze in the SIM tool. Okay. So why I'm giving in-depth analysis here itself. One of the interview question is, one of the phishing email attacker sent a malicious URL link to couple of users via phishing email. In that scenario, so how can you do the investigation? I'm repeating. One of the phishing email attacker send a spear phishing email attack to couple of users. In that scenario, how can you do instant investigation? What the answer, guys?
It's a team combination,
First,
sir.
we will check how many users got that mail by SMTP server.
Okay.
Then
Firstly,
you
we
have
check
that
proxy, sir.
we will check that malicious URL link. How many users are clicked in firewall and proxy?
Okay.
Then we will block it in firewall or proxy.
Then what type of data he copied means where we can check. So first of all,
Yes, sir.
spear phishing means you should understand. So what is the question normally? What is the scenario we are discussing here? So scenario is one of the
Proxy.
phishing email attacker sent a spear phishing email to couple of users. So in that scenario, how can you do investigation? Whether false positive and true positive, both the options. So whenever spear phishing email is coming, already clue or hint is given. Couple of users. It's nothing but more than one user. So first of all, which tool will give couple of users email is received? Obviously SMTP server. So first of all, we don't have access to SMTP server. Then what we have to do? We have to go and we have to speak with email team or SMTP
Admin
server
team.
team or Outlook team, stating that this is the subject line, this is the sender email address. Could you please confirm how many people are received the email? maybe. So after confirming with them, so SMTP server team will come back stating that approximate 10 people are received the email. Now what we have to do? Okay, 10 people users, we came to know that, okay, these are the 10 people are received the email. Now additionally, so out of 10 people, how many people are clicked on the URL link? How many people are did not click on the URL link? So obviously, which one we have to go and we have to see first? Proxy.
Proxy.
Proxy, we can go and we can see whether 10 users are clicked on, or 1 user clicked on, or 2 users are clicked on, and so on. So out of the, maybe out of 10 users also, maybe 5 users are clicked on and 5 users are did not click on, because 5 users have the security awareness training. They are aware of what it means by phishing email. So 5 people are fine. So 5 people are safe now. Remaining 5 people are clicked on the URL link. Even that 5 people who are clicked on that one, what is the proxy status or firewall status it is showing? Whether it is the blocked activity or whether it allowed activity. So example, maybe everybody activity showing as a allowed activity. Nothing but all the 5 user systems are getting compromised. Now that particular systems will go and will contact which server? Which server? SMTP. Whatever system it is got compromised because of malicious URL link, which server it will get contact?
Active Directory.
Active Directory.
The domain control.
System got compromised.
Email security.
No. System got compromised and it is communicating to one of the server. What is the server name? Or what is the IP address otherwise?
Domain name server.
No. Command and control server as per cyber kill chain process. Already got compromised. Meaning what? Attacker gained the access. Then who will control? Attacker. What is the attacker server name or IP address? C2C. Command and control.
Command and control.
What is that one? Cyber kill chain process. Understood or not? Yeah. So then, what actions attacker has done now? Out of these 5 missions, what exactly he copied the data? How can we see that? What data he copied? What type of data
Data,
he
sir.
copied?
PI data.
How we can see that? Where we can analyze that particular thing? What type of data he copied? Which tool?
FIM. EDR.
File integrity monitoring, one thing, that's correct. Any other? What type of data? So data in the form of files, or otherwise data in the form of some of the messages. So example, file integrity monitoring, that's perfect. Any other?
DLP, sir.
Excellent. DLP, guys. What is DLP? Data loss or data leak prevention? So
Yes,
whatever data he tried to copy it either through emails, through pen drives, or maybe through cloud or networking websites and so on. DLP logs. So everything we discussed, but you have to apply logically. You have to apply logically. So what tool is for what? So DLP, data leak or data loss prevention. Whenever attack is trying to copy something, obviously we can see in the DLP logs and file integrity monitoring logs. So in such a we have to analyze, guys. So this is one of the scenario they will ask in the interview. One of the phishing email coming as a malicious URL link. In that scenario, what type of investigation you will do? Right now, what I explained, everything you have to explain. It's one of the practical based interview question. Okay, after you identified everything, so you identify the attacker and so on. Next step, what will you do?
Mitigate.
You will block IP address. Whatever attacker IP address is there and whatever malicious URL link is there, those 2 things will block. Where will block IP address?
In firewalls.
What about malicious URL link?
In proxy.
In firewall
that's
and proxy.
perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Proxy. This is the way how normally practical scenario based, logical scenario based they will ask in the interview. Clear, right? Right? Okay, this is one of the scenario. All these scenarios we will discuss once again. Okay, so that is about proxy part. So proxy logs are very important. So even you will do exclusions also. I told you already exclusions. One way exclusions we have to do website exclusions. Exclusion of the website, meaning what?
Allowing.
If the website is estimated one, identified as a estimated one, we have to exclude we have to exclude for blocking that one.
That's correct. So just now, 10 minutes back, we discussed couple of developers or HR team or legal team or admin team, they are trying to access one of the website. Unfortunately, our proxy is blocking because it is thinking as illegitimate. But they came back to proxy team. They are asking, we are not able to access this website. After checking the reputation, so taking the business justification, we have to go and we have to exclude that particular website. Where did we discuss exclude hash value? Exclude